Welcome back, everybody. Once again, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Divine Beginnings. I don't know why you did that, Sean. Nobody can see you.
That's what to say.
What do you mean? Oh, god damn it. I forgot you weren't on that seed yet.
We literally just talked about that. We literally just talked about what the seeds do.
It's not all about you, Sean.
Regardless, a quick recap for what happened during our last session. The party, after gathering together, decided their next course of action was to claim the reward for completing the mayor's task of investigating local wildlife. On their way to the mayor's villa, they overheard a commotion, a scuffle, from a nearby alleyway. Down this alley, there were three ruffians, a towering mountain of a man, and a small child cowering behind him. Turns out the child was an astral elf, which many people see as either a sign of good or bad omens based on which celestial event occurred that led to their birth. Unfortunately, this child was born under a ill omen and was thus seen as a curse by those around her, and was abandoned by her family and shunned by her fellow mortals. The party made incredibly quick work of most of the scoundrels. One did get away before attempting successfully and unsuccessfully to comfort the child. They took her back to the inn that they were staying at and attempted to calm her down and get her happy again. Eventually, they did succeed in this and did eventually also claim, did eventually claim the reward for the quest. And then we're deciding what to do next to try to assist this child, who they named Star. We will go ahead and continue where we left off.
Should we explain what happened to the other two members?
I will, eventually. I want to get to that point.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, you guys were just in the midst of discussing what to do next.
Are we still downstairs, like, at the table?
I think we decided to go to the market, right?
Yeah.
You guys were outside of the mayor's. You guys just left the mayor's.
I listened back.
Because you went to the mayor's with Star.
No, because we did the whole thing where I talked to the Caxor in the bathroom.
Mhm.
Right, and you did that before you guys went to the mayor, too. Because
Yeah.
you guys claimed the reward, or you claimed the reward,
Yeah.
and then went to the tavern,
Yeah. Okay.
and then went back to the mayor because you thought she would help you with the orphan.
Yeah, I think we're going to go to the marketplace, fellas.
Yeah, I think it was to find the
clues about Star's past.
yeah.
Was that
parents.
What do you think, Trent?
They mentioned her they mentioned her parents were merchants.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Was I still in Cap 1?
No.
No, you were not.
Alton, you're gonna need to jump a little higher. I can't hear you.
All right, so we're heading to the merchant district.
Yes.
Statement. This is my first time in this city. I will need the rest of you to guide me to where the merchant's quarter is.
Same.
I've only been here like less than he has.
So does he.
And I point to Lazar.
I point to PD.
I just grunt.
Let's just walk around and we'll find it.
We can ask townfolk.
That as well.
Statement. If I am needed for any negotiations amongst the townsfolk, I am proficient in doing so.
But without your guns?
Confirmation. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Happy we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Let us go and find someone to steer us in the right direction.
Yeah, we're looking up.
And
We head that way.
Elliot tries to find a person to
I was
point us in the market district.
I was trying to remember because he told us that there was somebody in the market district that knew something about this group. Something
I
about
don't
something.
believe I did say
It
that.
was something correlating. That's why we went to the marketplace.
Yeah,
You guys-
Oh, it was because there might be other
Yes, because she
Merchant.
was
merchants who worked there
because
while
her
their
parents were
parents were
merchants. That's okay.
Yes.
Now I remember. That's what we were
there.
going
Yeah,
to
so
do.
the six of us
No.
head that way.
Okay.
Or we ask, we don't know where it is, so we gotta.
Oh, I head to a guy.
Yeah.
Find us a guy.
Head to a guy.
Let me get in a word fucking edgewise, and I will. Go ahead and make a quick investigation check. Whoever's
You
leading
guys.
this.
King Trent
I'm
leader.
just following.
Nat 20.
Oh, nat 16. What'd you say for what?
Investigation.
Do I have to roll 2?
22.
Do you want
I mean,
I was just following the crowd.
You don't have to.
So yeah, if you're not actively searching
No.
for somebody, then you don't have to roll.
I was like, let us find someone for the market
so
district.
Elliot, you see a elvish man walking down the street in slightly finer garb,
Okay.
a coin purse at his waist, and he appears to be of the upper crust of the city, so to speak. And so you see him walking down, and you walk up to him. He figures he probably knows about the local merchants.
Of course, and I say, my good sir, you look like a learned man of coin. Might you know where the market district of the city be?
Oh yes, of course. It is just to the northeast of here, just on the banks of the river that runs through the city.
Very good. Thank you kindly.
My
Turn
pleasure.
in the northeasterly direction and head that way.
We follow suit.
Gotcha. It does not take you all very long. You guys are already pretty close to the area, and it is a bustling,
It's
almost.
bustling.
It is bustling. It's bustling.
Buzzing.
Almost it gives you like a flea market vibe. There's different stalls and vendors set up, hawking their wares, trying to attract members of the crowd to purchase from them.
Me
Start
as
with
as a
us, right?
giant like rock man that doesn't have very many social skills, I'm not looking really to do any bartering. So I'm just following the crowd at this point, being very vigilant around me. Can I just be very aware of my surroundings?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception to see how very aware you are.
Yeah, just stay back with Trent. And what's his name?
19.
So aware.
Wait, perception?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
22.
You are sentry bot mode right now. It's kind of head on a swivel,
Almost
And-
360.
like an owl.
How far again, Owl's turn? Is it 360?
Yeah.
Or sorry, no,
I think
180.
they can go a little more.
It's like 260.
Damn,
Yeah, almost 100.
just some bird facts.
Maybe it's species
I
dependent.
am not. I'm no Brennan. I cannot.
But yeah,
I don't know
I'm keeping a lookout and I'm making sure these guys are okay.
Okay. As of right now, nothing's really standing out to you. There's just the hubbub and the bustling of people trying to make a decent living.
I
Hate y'all.
What is bustling if not bussing?
it is the proper form of bus.
All right, we're done.
I let Alton lead the way.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. Just joking.
What
What are you gonna say?
I take a knee, like kneel down, and I look at Star and I go, do you want us to get you a clean, warm jacket? Maybe a coat even?
You just want your bear pelt back. I'm saying this out loud.
One of y'all was carrying her. Which one was that?
Me.
Oh, it was Elliot, yes.
Okay.
Would I have set her down to get to the mark? Oh,
That is your
no, she was sleeping.
You- yeah, you were
I'll
carrying
carry her because she was.
Oh yeah, she was all
Yeah.
tuckered out after the 3 pies she ate.
Yeah, so she was asleep.
Right?
So,
She ate 2 pies. Actually,
Oh.
no, it was 3 because Alton gave her one before you guys got
yeah,
back
it was
to the
like
tavern.
meat and 2 fruits.
And then, yeah.
So yeah, she was asleep. I was carrying her. I'm like, hey guys, let's go find
And what? I
I
can
was-
hear you.
What?
Remember,
I can
even
hear
if you're whispering, you still have to project so the mic still picks it
Oh,
up.
okay.
Just say in whisper. I say
Yeah,
this.
in whisper
I like
tone,
that.
so Star doesn't wake up. Hey guys, let's go try to find an elf man who might know Star's parents or recognize her. No information.
I say we split up. We'll cover
That's
more ground.
never a
that
good
way.
idea.
Why not?
You don't know who might try to kill you.
I think we can all handle ourselves. Well, you guys fucked up those delinquents.
Speculation. While we did indeed fuck up those delinquents, one of them did escape. They could be looking for us.
You don't know how many people he has on his side.
I like jingle my bells and I say 2 groups.
I like that.
I will stay with child.
Okay.
And I will follow him and you guys go. And from there we split up.
Yeah, let's start
Right here,
gives HK
Trent-
a look. Like,
Trent will follow along with HK and
Alton.
Ilizar. Alton
Oh,
will
sorry.
follow along with Elliot and Petey.
Very
yeah,
good.
let's start gives HK a look like. Yeah.
We have a good perception of time, right? Let's just say that. We do.
What time is it?
At this point, it's about noon.
Noon.
Nice.
Perfect.
I say 30 minutes here.
Yeah, that's fair. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Is there something like in our vicinity that we could use as like a marker?
Like a meetup, please.
Like Bob's shop.
Yeah, there's
What's around
a
us, yeah.
food vendor that's selling kebabs right by where you
Okay.
guys are.
Kind of meat.
You just gave me the.
I don't know.
Ooh, hopefully
Can I
it's a
see from
Euro
afar,
blend of
from where I'm at?
chicken and
It
lamb.
is meat.
It doesn't have like a sign like dragon meat or something else controversial.
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat.
Kebabs of the town center. More than likely.
Statement. After our search, we shall reconvene at the meat stick table.
Plan. Deal. Sorry, you okay?
Works out perfect. That way Star can have a meal when she wakes up.
God, yeah, she's asleep. I was about to ask
Yeah,
her a
yeah,
question.
she's
Okay,
asleep,
cool,
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool.
She's all bundled up in
Yeah,
the.
I give you like 5 gold, and I said buy her like a outfit,
My thoughts exactly. Thank you.
like rough Talia style.
Okay.
I'm thinking you guys are beginning to understand when I jingle my bells is that I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure.
So jingle my bells.
I look for a fine apparel
Yeah, we split.
Maker.
I guess. Yeah.
artisan craftsman.
Both groups go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Awesome. That is 19.
12.
8.
15.
Okay, so PD and Elliot, you guys are very quickly able to track down a what is the word I was just trying to use? A clothing shop
Yeah.
that appears to sell all manner of different styles of clothes.
Okay.
He sees it, right? He sees the shop.
Y'all both see it.
Okay. Even though he sees it, I tap on his head and I point.
Your bird tap on his head.
The bird first tapped on my head, and I tapped on his head, and then I pointed over
The
there.
bird soft.
The bird saw it first. He rolled in
That's
that
the
20.
Okay.
Can I roll for my bird?
Yeah, yes. Thank you,
Investigation check.
PD.
Official
Oh yeah,
companion.
let me roll for work. Let's see. Okay, he didn't do as good as me.
No, he didn't do
14.
good at all. But yeah, I tapped on his head and so he can.
It was an incidental tapping. It doesn't
Yeah.
actually have to do with anything.
Yeah.
I saw seed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shopkeep! But a bit quieter so Star doesn't wake up. And I unravel her a little bit to kind of show her measurements, like how big she is as a person.
Mhm.
Out of the fur coat.
Don't look at me.
You're making faces.
I can make faces.
And I'd like, and I turn to him and I go, I would like a, just a set of clothes for her, something clean. Practical.
So I only sell clean clothes, so.
Thank you.
And you see he has a ring on, and a measuring tape unfurls from the ring, and he just kind of, may I?
Of course, but
May I?
try your best not to wake her. She's had a rough couple days.
And he kind of goes and gets her a quick measurement of her, and then I have just the thing. And he kind of steps over to a rack of what you now see are as a rack of children's clothes.
Perfect. Okay.
He goes through and starts shuffling through it before pulling out a light blue and silver dress.
It's exactly what I was thinking. In
And
my
then
head.
alongside of it, he pulls out basically a
Shoulder pad,
no,
vest, drape.
Shawl.
a shawl.
Yeah.
Yes, there we go. A shawl that is also like a silvery
Okay.
color that definitely see, it appears to be like a set with the dress.
Perfect. Okay.
Right.
Well, upon noticing, he has brandished this fine matching set of clothes for our dear adopted daughter. I turn to him and
For now.
I said, well, perfect. Thank you very much. How much for this set?
It'll be 10 gold.
10 gold. Well, would 8 suffice?
Roll persuasion.
18.
Okay.
Well, it would be a shame. The dress does match quite elegantly. 8 it is.
Very good. And him 8 gold.
Gold from you. And would you like it bagged up, sir?
Yes, please. It might be a while until we have her put it on.
Understood. He goes and puts it in a small paper bag. Hands it over to you. Thank you for doing business with my humble shop.
Hopefully we will be back.
Indeed.
And, well, in return for our patronage, might you have some information for me?
And what information might you require?
Well, this young girl, and I kind of point out her skin tone and her elvish ears. I'm like, well, her parents abandoned her years ago, and they were merchants in this area, and I was wondering if you knew anything about them. As you can see, she's of course an astral elf. What have you heard about one being born in this area?
I mightn't.
Oh,
Oh, well. Judging by her age, it looks like this girl was born well before I set up my humble shop in this town. So, I dare say any leads might have grown cold after such a long time.
Just hear me do a loud, and I storm out the shop. Wait for you outside.
Yeah, Mo. He doesn't like disappointment, but that's the way these things go. Thank you for your time.
Of course. I hope to be seeing you sometime in the future.
Yes, most likely. And I turn around.
Alrighty. Cutting away to our second group. Y'all did not do quite as well on your investigation check.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, were we specifically looking for shops, or like what were we rolling for exactly? I forget.
Well, I assumed you guys were still looking for like people to ask questions.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
about Star.
And so
Their appearance.
in the 30-minute time frame that you guys had agreed upon, y'all ask several of the vendors around you if they have any information, and nobody seems to either recall said merchants or can make the connection between a specific couple of merchants and this girl, considering it's been a fair number of years.
Statement or speculation. Perhaps her parents no longer live in Natwood.
No, I guess not, since we haven't found anything to go off of really, which is a shame. Should we go around the bend another ways, or perhaps take a break, hit up a blacksmith or an alchemist for our personal needs.
I will say it was the full 30 minutes that you guys had agreed upon that you guys.
Oh,
looked
yeah, so
around.
Oh,
30
during that
minutes.
time, can we
Gotcha.
find a blacksmith or alchemist?
No, I'm saying like your investigation check, investigating, going around asking questions,
gotcha,
took 30
gotcha.
minutes.
Yeah. So our
Because y'all
30 minutes
rolled
are-
very poorly.
No, that's fair. Yeah, since we didn't find anything. Stick shop?
Steak.
Stick shop?
Oh,
Stick shop.
I don't know what you called it as
meat
your
meat
robot.
stick.
Meat stick shop?
affirmation. Yes, let us return.
Nice.
And we head on back to the kebab stand.
Gotcha. So yeah, by this time, Elias and PD, you guys are just kind of walking up at about the same time as you see both, or the three figures of Trent, Ilazar, and HK.
Want some water, bro?
No,
Some alcohol?
I'm just dying. No, I don't think that'll help.
As we all begin to gather back up, I want to look around to see if I want to try and see if we have a tail. Anyone's following us.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Just a little wary of that fucker that got away.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
24.
Okay.
Okay. So looking around at the crowd, you don't notice anybody who is specifically appears to be like following you guys or like keeping a close eye on you guys. But you do see a silhouette on one of the rooftops, kind of off, not quite the distance, but a little ways off, kind of flit across the rooftop and then disappear from view.
I'll
Shoot him.
how far away would you say they are exactly?
It's a pretty solid distance. They're probably a good 100 feet away from you.
So, Sean,
Would
you
you have
can remember,
alerted,
I can shapeshift into a panther, into a cat.
would you have alerted me? Because
I think
What?
uh,
I see
a
the stars.
longbow would have
And a
reached
lizard
down from here.
Still asleep and
HK is gonna keep that info to himself.
Okay.
What was your search, fellas? PD.
Um,
Alton.
Well, unfortunately,
Why is this name so hard?
the shop that we visited was more recent than Star's parents' departure of the town. But we did accomplish getting her a matching set of new and clean clothes.
Very nice. Very nice.
And I show them out and convey them and portray them.
Very nice
Very
clothes.
Very nice.
Statement. We too were unfruitful in our search for any information on the girl.
Although we got real close a couple of times.
So you said some of these shops are new and some of the shops have been there for a while, right?
Well, from what you guys always spoke with
from
the
the
one.
information that we have gotten from some people, we can
They
tell
have
that.
varying degrees of age.
So PD isn't stupid; he just can't communicate well. So can I scan around to see what around us would be the oldest building?
Sure, make a
History.
we'll make history.
History.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, please.
That landed on top of your other dice.
No, it's right here. It is a 17.
Nice.
17.
Yes, sir.
You are able to, after a little bit of looking around, see that just from kind of the stonework and the masonry, what would be the oldest shop is a kind of beaten down stone workshop where there is a hammer and anvil sign just across the doorway.
I
And it says Errol's Smithy.
I tap on HK's head and I point to that shop and I say, "That's there."
Query. What has you fixated on this particular building?
Older shop. Maybe an old owner.
Statement. I suppose that could be true. Elliot, Hilazar, shall we visit the
reasoning is
blacksmith?
Sound
Yes.
to me. Let's reap information and harvest new armaments.
Gotcha. Alright, so you guys head over to Errol's Smithy. As you guys kind of approach, you can hear the ting, 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 as you can hear the hammer against anvil. And walking in, you see the a fairly wiry human male who, while it's very obvious is getting on in years, has kept very good care of himself. He's definitely getting on in age, but he has streaks of gray going through his jet black hair. His physique is still toned, and he's going to work on what appears to be a partially finished longsword that he has against the anvil before he quenches it once in the pail of water next to him, and then goes back to hammering. Let me see. He has not noticed you enter the smithy.
I'm just trailing behind them. Yeah, I'm not sure if they know that I'm not the best communicator with everything. So,
I'll go ahead and approach the blacksmith. And as I reach him, I go, "Greeting. Hello, Smithy. We are looking for information."
He kind of starts a little bit as You walk up to him and looks over at you. Kind of looks you up and down. Well, you're a fine piece of craftsmanship.
Statement. Your observation skills are unmatched. We are here in search of information on, and I gesture to Elliot as he shows Star. That one.
What information in particular? He kind of sets down his hammer and tongs that he was using.
Explanation. We are looking for the whereabouts of her parental figures. They are both elves. And we heard that they, at one point, lived in this city.
Aye, they did indeed, but shortly after the birth of that one, they packed up their shop and haven't been seen here since.
Did they tell anyone where they were headed, or where might they have gone?
All I know is they told others that they couldn't be near such a child, and that they were going to risk their fortunes elsewhere.
Don't you know of anyone else in the city who would have know their current whereabouts or any further information upon it?
Make a persuasion check.
11.
Unfortunately, it's been quite a few years since they left, and they weren't exactly the most friendly bunch to begin with. Not a lot of friends, if you know what I mean. So,
Yes, I know the sort. Then I kind of look in HK's room.
not many cared that they left. They were livestock merchants. They weren't particularly important to begin with.
Mhm. Well, thank you for your time. I am fully armed myself and am not in need of any repairs.
As PD is listening to this, he just slams his staff down and wants to ask the blacksmith dude, what direction parents went? North, south, east, west.
The pause.
He kind of looks over at you now that you've spoken up. It's a giant stone monstrosity. It was well over a decade since they left. I couldn't tell you. It was a blip on everybody's radar. A couple of no-name merchants and a no-name urchin. Who would care?
Do the same thing and then just storm back out and wait for the rest of the party. While that happens, I'm going to use the
Query. On another note, Smithy, would you happen to have any more lengthy daggers for sale?
Yeah.
Somewhere between there.
Daggers.
Perhaps
What am I
one.
comparing against?
Explanation. My forearm.
Oh. Stone.
Connected. Your hand looks like
Well, imagine I do. At this point, kind of looking around the shop a little bit more. This is a pretty matching its outside look, it's a pretty beat down, run down shop. HK, you wouldn't necessarily know what a weapon shop would look like, but
Not nowadays.
not nowadays. But for the others, you guys would definitely be able to tell that this isn't a very well kept shop. A lot of the armaments are just kind of in bins, kind of strewn around and stored haphazardly. There's no like armor stands or like weapon stands to like proudly display his work. It's just kind of like you see things are kind of like tossed into corners, seemingly forgotten, and just kind of run down. He kind of walks over to one of those bins and starts kind of pulling out things and just tossing them over his shoulder before he pulls out a relatively long, maybe a little bit shorter than your forearm, but only by a few inches. Incredibly thin blade, a stiletto.
Query: how much would you charge for such a weapon?
Can you hand me the player's handbook, please?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the weapon I can get out of here?
I just want to get an idea of what weapons you can roll. I'm not going a 1-to-1.
With that.
What was that?
Oh, that made it better.
It was the ice in his glass.
Oh. Better or bad?
Drink Matthew McConaughey's favorite beer. It is.
It's not his own beer.
Yeah. He loves the Lone Star.
Oh, no.
5 gold.
I take out 5 gold. Statement. Here is your payment.
Takes it and hands you over, kind of flips it over and then hands it to you hilt first. And first thing you notice is that while like they're stored haphazardly, the workmanship of the blade itself is very nice. Like it's not gaudy or like it's definitely function over form, but it is well crafted.
Gotcha. Statement. That is all I require of you. Would any of you other meatbags like to ask anything of our smithy?
I walk out.
All right.
Saying that nobody seems to require his services anymore, he
Oh,
picks
I was
up.
gonna ask him. Might you be able to craft some lightweight protective wear for our young lass here?
I could. Commissions cost extra.
Yes, you'd have to fit it for her. Well, about how much total would this run?
That will set you back 15 gold pieces.
Make it 12 and you have a deal.
15 gold pieces.
Ooh. No check.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, 15 sounds good. Give him the gold and
Come back in 2 days. I'll have it finished. I have another commission I'm working on right now, so
2 days. Very well. Then we'll be back. And we leave.
you guys exit Errol's smithy.
Now that we're outside, I ask everyone, query. Well, we know the parents of the young elven girl no longer live in the town. What will we do with her?
I wanted to ask the DM, with my background of me searching through the forest and walking around, how clear of an area of the maybe possible towns or cities that might be near.
So, from what we discussed, you had spent your time away from civilization, and this is kind of your first foray into.
Into it, but
Yeah,
that doesn't mean I haven't seen it.
I would say it would, because you woke up deep in the wilderness, and so this is your first foray into actual civilization.
Okay, I guess I wasn't clear with my backstory then, which was my bad. I wanted to make it seem like I would see civilization, but I wouldn't go into it and then keep on going because my main mission was to stay within the woods.
Gotcha.
Within 2 years, I'm not sure how much of the area
You tell me, how much traveling did you do, or were you sticking mostly to kind of general areas? Were you just picking a direction and going?
Yeah, pretty much. Let's say from where I first came into that town, I was awakened 15 miles from there, and I explored.
Okay, yeah. In that case, from that sort of distance, yeah, you wouldn't have. You might have seen a couple of like small hamlets, but this is the
of
first
like little towns,
yeah, like few buildings together, but this is the first like
major
Town.
civilization.
that
Okay.
you've seen.
Because I wanted to see if I can suggest even of a small town that they could have gone to, and then we can possibly head that way. Would anything be like that? Like any couple small towns either direction from where we are?
So you came from the west.
Mm-hmm.
To the west, there is at about the full distance that you've traveled, a small village. That's the only relatively decent sized
That I would have seen.
habitation that you've seen.
I'm not sure about these guys, but I try to relate to them that as soon as they walk out and sorry, HK asked this question, from where we are it would be like what, east from here?
It'd be west.
It'd be west from here. And I tap on HK's head and I say,
Query. How far is this small town you speak of?
It's about 12 miles.
oh, long walk. Very long walk.
Query. Is it completely out of the question to find the child somewhere in the city to live? Even if we made that journey, who's to say her parents would just take her back and not subject her to the same fate they put upon her in the first place?
Yes, that does seem highly likely. It would be best for all. That way our efforts would not be wasted. To find a preferably permanent residence for our young star here. That way we might be able to find the source of why we all came here.
Yeah, I like that idea, but how would we make sure that she is cared for and suited for? Like, she'll have food and clothing, and she'll be able to do something while we're gone, while we look for answers.
Oh shit! What was the name of the bar?
Let's just leave her with the
The
maid.
broken wand.
The bro. I actually I slam my staff down and I say, broken wand. Pay owner.
Now, we could do that, but generally a bar isn't the place for a young girl.
I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, and you know, better than outside.
Observation. We had learned previously that the girl, her foster homes didn't quite take to her, and that is how she ended up where she was when we found her. I'm not accustomed enough to meatbag familial structures to give the type of insight needed in order to care for this child.
Elazar, might you know of any people who would be willing to help, or any?
You guys already talked to the mayor.
She
The
was
mayor
very
said it was not her
unreceptive.
problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I could communicate better, but Elazar offered her some
What?
of the stuff that she liked.
Oh.
The child.
Wait, what? What?
You know
bribing
what
her
the
with
mayor
drugs
likes.
to take care of the kid.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you could have more.
No, I don't think that's a good idea
I mean,
to leave her with a drugged up person.
I mean,
She would get fed.
I have an older sister, but I don't know if I could just dump a kid at their door.
I just slammed my stuff in frustration, trying to figure out what we're supposed to do.
I think for now. Trent, tell me if this doesn't work. I used to leave them with Trent, since he, is probably going to be meandering around a little bit, and he can look after at the bar. We pay for a room and whatnot.
Yes, and with our companions there, she will be,
Well guarded and looked after.
yes, watched
Yes.
And with Alton and his music, she will be
Exactly.
amply entertained.
For
Alton
at
and
least
Trent.
for at least a whole day. For
Alton
maybe
and Trent seem on board
fantastic.
with this idea.
Fantastic.
Trent very stoically just
Yes.
What does Alton do?
Alton also nods.
But in Irish.
But in Irish.
Nods in Irish.
Irish.
Yeah,
we could take care of it less.
So we down to drop all three at the Broken Wand?
Do it.
I shake my bells.
Cool. We do that. We go.
Shoot the wanderly
And
way.
you were saying you were going to pay for a room for her?
I would.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would agree to that, but I go. I can definitely pay for a room.
Gotcha. So this time it is the dwarven barkeep who Alton first met originally here, who's working the bar. And when you guys ask him this question, and how many nights are we booking?
2.
2? Seems fair. Seems fine. We can always up it. Yeah.
That way her armament, or
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. 3 nights, 15 silver.
How many gold is that?
1.5.
Here's 2.
Oh, I thought I was
Can't
paying.
be.
Okay.
You need the next one in case we need to extend. In case we need to do a Motel 6 and extend the stay.
Demand. For the extra 5 gold, do bring
Silver.
her a pie
or 5. Yeah, 5
Yeah,
silver.
tonight.
silver.
Oh yeah, for the extra 5 silver, do bring her a pie tonight.
Yeah, bring those pies each
That
night.
doesn't buy a whole pie.
I don't know how much is a pie. We said it was like a moderate or whatever.
For 3 square meals, it would be 3 silver pieces. So if you want
Bring those pies, sir. Good sir.
3 pies is exactly to knock her out again.
That's the ratio to
Yeah.
comatose.
The elven
God.
sleeping pill.
The itis. She gets the itis.
Alrighty. So you still give him a small tip then.
Hiatus.
Let us find a.
Ow.
Sorry. Wait. Did I?
No, you're
You guys are now at the Broken Wand. Alton, Trent, and Star are having a pie eating contest right now. Star is winning.
I wanna check around. Is there maybe a quest board or somewhere where people want us to do some kind of stuff? Pepple?
That's what they're called in this world. Pipple.
Pepple? Yeah, want us to do something?
Yeah.
All you Pipple.
Hey, all you people.
Inside or
Hey, all you
outside?
people. Hey, all you people.
Make a investigation.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it is.
From the movie?
No, it was just an episode.
It was the one about the Krabby Patty.
It was when they put the jelly in the Krabby Patty.
That's what.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to find. There's actually a small message board on the same thoroughfare that the Broken Wand is on.
Okay, cool. I grab. Sorry, what's your character's name, Bailey?
Elliot.
Elliot. Could I like grab him like this?
Are you resisting?
Is he resisting?
Are you resisting?
I'd say at first because I would be kind of startled. We were just walking and then he grabs me over
Yeah,
to him.
opposing strength check.
Yeah.
Opposing strength.
Opposed to the strength of a rock.
Dirty 20.
Tony
What are both
Nice.
of y'all's strength modifiers?
+3.
+1.
Oh no!
So, Elliot, you manage to slip out of the grasp of PD as he tries to pick you up.
As he's flipping out,
Unhand me, Rockman.
I'm pointing at the board.
All you had to do was point. Thank you. and then I walk over and I read and peruse.
Gotcha. You see that there are two postings
Okay.
written on the board. One to clear out a cave to the south of Atwood.
All right.
Doesn't specify what you're clearing out. Reward is 20 gold. And the other is to collect various herbs in the surroundings of Atwood. This one's reward is 10 gold.
Do I see anything about animals?
I finished
not
reading
nice.
the herb listing, and immediately I claim it and take it off the board and hand it to Lazar, and I say, "Hey,
Hey, what's up?
this sounds like your thing."
This paper?
I
Sounds
feel-
like something?
Once you read the paper, I feel like
Oh,
feel like you can bust that out pretty easy.
yeah, let's do it. I say we have it as like a passive quest.
Hey, let's do a 1-2 punch on this.
Yeah, let's do it. What's that other one?
I was just killing stuff in a cave.
You see, one is posted. There's names on both of them.
Oh, of
One is
course.
posted by
Wow, Sean.
the herb listing is posted by Foray. And it says turn in at the mayor's.
I thought you
Can
were
I-
going to choose a name that's going to piss him off, like the herbalist or the herb man.
Yeah, right.
Or something that's like, who the fuck is
Who the fuck is this?
Or fucking Ganja Joe.
Can I make some sort of culture check, relevant to D&D, to see if that name belongs to any species?
It's
Richie, can you hand me the dry erase marker I have over there?
17. I just want to know if it's a lizard folk.
It is not. And then the other one says to the name on it is Cook, and The location is the Broken Wand.
Well, let's collect those herbs, go eat a meal, and talk with this cook.
Cook?
Yes, the man who wants his cave cleared.
Was HK near us to here?
Yeah, I followed you guys up to the board.
Yeah.
I jingle my bells.
Wait, so we're doing herbs or killing birds?
Herbs first, just because,
Oh,
fucking plans.
yeah, we go.
Statement.
pluck herbs.
I would like to get to the killing.
Let's split
What
up.
direction is the cave?
South.
They're both south. So
Well,
on
the
the way.
earth was just the surroundings of Atwood. The cave is south.
Oh, well,
Let's collect herbs on our way to killing stuff.
precisely.
So we're
Reconciliation.
Okay.
I suppose the herbs can come first.
Nice. Thank you for being so understanding in your vast wisdom that we can only hope to achieve one day.
Statement. You are welcome.
Go.
I turn to Elizador and I say, my good man,
Yes.
you will be taking points in this mission.
I would have no other way, my good sir.
Keep your herbal nose strong and your plant eyes keen.
Actually, fun fact, I smell with my tongue, and you see I whip out like a really long tongue.
He scratches his ear with his
Yeah, I
tongue.
scratch my ear with my tongue.
Keep that up. We need to find.
Sean did not like that. Scratch my
So
eyeball.
going
with my
and I smell with my tongue.
You guys exit out.
Okay, ew. That last one, I don't know about that one.
I've
You guys
seen that from Luther.
Exit
Yeah.
out of the southern gate of Atwood.
Okay.
Ilazar, go ahead and make a survival check for me.
To look for herbs.
Look for herbs.
Can I make up the advantage because it's herbs?
Actually, I do
You are
have,
familiar with the surroundings of Atwood,
But-
so
but
No,
my magical item lets me search for smell based items. So can I search for the? You did say I have advantage on investigation and smell based.
I'm just trying to decide if this would apply for plants.
Did the bounty listing say what kind of herb this is?
Oh,
Just to collect herbs.
Oh, just in general.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, in general?
Yeah.
It's not specific.
Shoot.
I'm just being a sentry at this point then. I'll
yeah.
let
Can,
Ilazar
can I
take
do
the
it to do that thing that we talked about? To make new herbs? Herbs, not drugs.
Herbs.
Herbs,
Nothing
medicines.
like some herbs.
You can. Well, we established that would be like a research thing, so
I wasn't sure how we were going to go about doing it.
that would be like you do it during like a short rest.
Oh,
or
okay.
During the
Yeah.
part of a
Can I roll
long
the damage
rest.
to look weird?
You can roll. Look these herbs.
Okay.
We're just gonna become
Yeah.
pro weed activists in that wood.
Hey, I'm tobacco based. Sure. What am I rolling?
Survival.
22.
22. Well, you're with your trained scent and eyes. You make quick work. Less than a mile outside of town, you already have a
Nice.
bag chock full
Of all the herbs.
just different herbs that you've come across as you guys are heading south.
Well, my good reptilian, that looks like a potent variety of herbivorous sustenance to me.
That's exactly how I would put it, my friend.
Thank you. Now let us be off to the slaying of creatures.
Would I know if this is how many we need?
You remember that it doesn't specify an amount on the
They just want some.
Well, would it be
Alright.
alright if they took all of that?
Would I know if there's anything that I don't have? Let me rephrase. Would we need to make a good tobacco?
Some
Regular-
wacky.
Tobacco.
Oh, no.
Please, none of these are tobacco leaves, so
Oh.
it wouldn't be tobacco.
I figured it was like
Oh.
D&D magic, random bleed bullshit.
No, just
Okay.
herbs.
Okay, then no. Yeah, they can take all of it.
Cooking
I think
herbs.
I've got them all.
Perfect.
Lead the way to the cave. Good
Yes, I will go
Oh, good
and
sir.
hunt and track creatures and find
sir. Y'all have fun with that.
their
I'll help
habitat.
you if it's a monster, but not if it's an animal.
What kind of an?
Like that bear. Or that person you killed in cold blood.
They started it.
On the way to the caves, or to wherever we were going, do we see any type of animal anywhere? Any type.
Wait, I was searching.
He's just
Perception check.
looking around to see if he sees any animals. Once you get after this, I'll make you make a survival check
Okay.
to track. But he's just looking around.
You make a what check?
Perception.
23.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, you do. PD, you see a couple of different animals, just a few birds flitting between the trees above you. Couple of smaller animals that you can't quite make out as they dash away after you all startle them. Ilazar, you're able to see a little bit more. Spot a couple of deer in a clearing not too far from you, a few rabbits that dash away as you approach, startling them.
Delicious.
I just take a moment to take in the beautiful nature.
Appreciating nature.
Since all I see is the birds,
Appreciating nature.
Oh yes.
since all I see is the birds, I speak speak with animals, and I communicate with my little tiny little bird. And I tell them, try to bring back birds that flew away. Come and talk to me.
Oh.
That's why.
To remind you, the canary on your head has an injured wing, so he can't actually
He
fly.
cannot fly. I
Oh,
forgot- I
still?
forgot that he was injured.
Not even less than a whole 24 hours has gone by. Since the campaign has started.
But we've had a long rest.
Right.
He's a companion.
This is a injured animal.
Injured animal that I have not healed yet.
Not an
I just wanted not to like nitpick. I just want to make sure
Yeah.
we can heal from serious wounds in 8 hours.
Hey,
but this bird's wing is not okay. I'm not nitpicking. I just want to make sure.
Yes,
Okay,
that's what I
okay.
I asked him to tweet it,
He's like,
just like with a loud tweet to signal one of the birds to come over here.
So since you're able to speak with animals and understand them, the bird says to you in words that you can understand,
In bird.
that why don't you just ask them yourselves if you could already speak with animals?
just speak louder so they can hear you.
we're just like, man, he's making progress. Nice.
All you guys hear is
So
So
I respond to this fucking bird.
now he's on mute.
I say, I would figure that you can just reach further than I can. Yes or no?
Wait,
can't go anywhere.
wouldn't you still
No, like
have
voice
a louder
sound wise.
voice?
It's just a little canary. It's not like it's gonna be super loud.
Yeah, you can yell.
Hey, so I just say, you know what? And I just scream to the other birds that flew away, and I yell, if you guys can provide some information, I have food for you.
Make a persuasion check for me.
I really wanted that to be a nat 20.
I wanted it to. I was like, birds care about food. All over that.
You said
Popcorn at the zoo or something.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't work. Let's just say
Give them
it's
a number.
disadvantage. So
No, it's not.
or deficiency.
Oh, you're
You
deficient in
You picked
persuasion.
perception. or-
Yeah,
Or persuasion. Oh yeah.
yeah. Remember, because I can't speak very
So
well.
that's what it's
But with animals, I'm not sure if that cancels, but it
Oh.
doesn't, right?
It's a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only minus
Or
1.
wait, no, it's deficient, so it's
That's
like
minus
7.
3.
Yeah.
7.
Heard. Yeah, the birds continue to fly away.
That's great, man.
He says to his bird. He's like, see?
He's like, this is why I told you.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yes.
See, this is
It's
why I
not your fault,
told
it's the
you
birds.
to. Yeah, I was arguing with my bird. See, this is why I told you to go do it. Yeah.
We're all just like, wow, what a beautiful relationship these two have.
Concise
I don't think we
communication.
could go to the cave, man.
So yeah, I since nobody really understood what we were doing, they just kept going. And
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to find the actual
nobody
creature.
told me that they saw deer or anything. So
Bird
let's go.
battling.
Survival check.
Okay,
That one.
not a
Yeah, you
one.
know what's funny? This is the first time we were like tracked, and he's not a ranger.
Still doing
Nothing matters, just a cave.
11.
11.
He's still doing what?
It's still doing ranger shit.
Yep.
I'm a forest
and
fighter.
11.
In that Ashton Kutcher movie. Sorry.
You see a lot of different tracks. You spot deer tracks, wolf tracks. None of them appear to be heading in a particular direction. You aren't able to follow them to their end. Yeah. Anthony.
Well,
Nothing else gonna make a bad joke. It's okay.
Okay. You guys just continue heading south.
If Elliot deems it so, if we're going in the right direction.
yes, it said the cave was southward, so that's where we head toward.
Can I make another look around, see if we have a tail?
I'll see him like looking. I'm like, huh? I kind of look as well. What am I on?
Let's start with the
16.
11.
You guys don't see anybody following you.
Alright.
Is that Alton's pig? No, it's not. No, forget it.
Alright, onward to the cave.
Yes, cave time.
Y'all keep on keeping on to the southward, as Taylor said. About 15, 20 minutes go by before.
Of course.
What's that supposed to be?
No, it just that makes sense. It's a good time.
About 15, 20 minutes go by before you guys see the forest kind of give way a little bit to a cliff face. And directly ahead, you do see a cave opening. Cave mouth.
Noticing this cave mouth, I would like to inspect its ground and its entrance to see what sort of creature makes its home.
I would also like to look for that.
Survival checks.
Whore!
Dang.
That's not a number.
8.
9. You suck it.
Son of a bitch.
I noticed one more like leaf through him.
You notice
It's an extra tone.
one more footprint
Yes.
than him, but
But it's just
they're
our
kind of
footprint.
overlapping each other, and so you can't tell if this was one animal kind of going back and forth in front of the cave and then heading in, or multiple animals crisscrossing tracks over each other.
Okay.
And you also, because it's kind of muddled and the tracks are crisscrossing each other, you can't tell what they are.
As they are doing this, I would like to walk in front of the group and stand at the cave of the mouth of the cave, and use detect magic.
Detect magic!
And, it goes about 30 feet from me, 30-foot radius for the next 10 minutes.
Nice. I don't think you don't.
No, yeah.
You do not see anything magical in nature.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing has been
Okay.
noticed.
And can they see that I use this? Does detect magic make like a visual thing? No, right?
Well, what is the types for
Visual
spell?
somatic.
So it would require you to. You mean verbal?
What did I say?
Visual. So yes, they would be able to tell that you're
Ritual.
casting a spell
Okay.
because you have to make a gesture.
Yeah, you can
and
be a
say
fate or
something.
around any visible creature or object in the area.
So-
There's magic.
Upon them seeing me like make this, cast a spell, I jingle my staff and I place it down, indicating that everything is pretty safe 30 feet out.
If we had to take a guess, what is the most, I'm not going to word this right, fellas, but what is the most attractive? What's the? Oh my god! What's the opposite of a predator? What's you're
Prey.
being head? Yeah, God! Oh my Christ!
Attractive prey.
What's the most attractive prey do you think are animals in this region?
Deer.
Deer. I use Find Familiar and I make a deer, and I send it running into the cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does?
Well, first it's
is
made
it-
out of smoke.
Okay.
It looks cool.
Ooh, I cast. I was gonna do thaumaturgy, and I have a light on your deer
Oh, I like that.
to where we could like follow it.
I just want to see it. Like I want to see. Like I want to go in for because it lasts for. I don't know how. Oh, till it dies. I want to set it in and see how long it takes to die or come back, whichever happens first.
Okay. So the order you're giving it is to go as far as it can in and then come back.
Yes.
Okay. Takes about.
But no farther than 100 feet.
Okay. So it can go up to 100 feet, and that's as far as it can get.
That's as far as I can communicate with it telepathically.
Okay, so it can go further.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that way I can still be like,
So after about.
Oh, and as an action, I see through its eyes and hear what it hears.
My flames can only follow the deer for 30 feet.
That's very good.
So you take on the vision and hearing of your familiar
Yeah.
as it begins heading deeper into the cave. As it heads in, the passageway is fairly narrow. Probably about 2 people could walk through it abreast. One of them if they're BD. And it just kind of winds back and forth. And then after a few minutes, it crosses that 100-foot range. And I'm assuming at that point you can no longer like share its vision anymore.
Yeah.
Would we not be following it?
No, I still
No,
do
no.
that. I just can't
Just
communicate
see it on
telepathically.
its
So that's why I use an action to see through it.
Well, I'm assuming to communicate, to be able to see through it, that's communicating
No,
with
it's a
it
separate thing.
telepathically.
The 100 feet telepathy thing is its own thing, and then it has an action. And then as an action, it's its own thing to. That's why I can roll action to look through it. As long as it's within 100 feet.
Oh, until the start of your next turn.
What?
I guess that doesn't matter out of combat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I'm not sending it further than 100 feet, if that matters.
Oh, then it does, because it gets 100 feet and then...
Oh, okay. Then it
it's
dies?
still, no, it's just still winding.
Oh.
It hasn't made it anywhere yet.
Say, guys, we're good for 100 feet.
Well, then let's make our way there.
I brandish my blunderbuss.
I
Brandish
brace myself with my shield and
This book.
I have my
Alright.
sword at the ready.
Oh, I forgot to say, with my dagger, I just kind of jammed it between a couple of like the plates in my legs. So it's just kind of
Mitchell.
Sounds terrible.
it's sheathed in there.
Sean, can you? That's it, Mitchell. What would that make my AC if it wasn't? Like, I'm not sure what that does.
Can we say that throughout the night I have painted on the eye on my shield to where now it looks angry?
Give it a little
Sure.
B to be like,
The V
What
and
is
I,
your
yeah.
current AC?
18.
Then this wouldn't do anything. Because it makes it
But-
where your AC cannot be less than 16. So if it's already over 16, then it doesn't change anything.
But if I apply it and then shapeshift, and my AC is lower than that, would
then
it?
yes, it would go up to 16.
well,
Perfect.
what's the spell?
Bark skin.
Bark skin. It lasts up to an hour, so he could use it on himself and then shape
Yeah.
shift.
It's like with that spider climb thing you did.
That's
But
what
that-
I was about to.
Gosh, just a beefy cat.
So-
what are those buff cats?
Yes.
So you guys go after you.
Yeah, as we go in, I'll like 50 feet, and then like I'll call it back 50
Oh.
feet, and I like to get on it.
On the deer.
Yeah.
Can you ride a spectral?
Yeah, that's the point of it.
As
You can set
I
it to do shit, or you can be a steed.
as I see that he's about to do this, I was thinking about this. Cast bark skin
Like mounting.
on myself, and after I cast it on myself, I would like to shapeshift into a panther.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now my AC is 16 instead of 12 for the panther.
Oh, much better. Yeah.
Nice.
So I will follow into the cave.
Gotcha. So you guys.
I'll follow 30 feet behind the panther deer combo.
Okay.
The tree panther, lizard riding a deer comp.
And the murder bot.
God.
What a party we have found ourselves with.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys continue through this winding passageway, getting cooler around you as you head further into the cliff face, until about 5 or 10 minutes passes, and the room for the passage opens up into a larger chamber of. Oh, damn. So this will be passageway.
Ooh, big opening.
Okay. So
We'd
What's
become
our
enamored,
order?
right?
So who is ahead and who is behind? You're ahead.
I'll go ahead.
Elliot's 30 feet back.
this will be you. And then Elliot's back here.
I guess I'm
That's
right
me.
behind.
That dragon's me.
Oh, okay.
So I'm right behind. I'm that guy right
We'll
there.
call
I
it
see you.
Soul. And then I'll be right behind you.
All right. I'll have PD and everybody. I guess everybody except for Elliot make a perception check as the passage opens up into a
I'm gonna say
larger
this.
chamber.
Say it again. Sorry.
Perception.
17.
God. Fucking perception. 7.
Okay.
Can I roll for my deer?
17.
It has the stats of a deer.
Sure.
Artificial advantage.
Yeah.
Are you current? Well, I guess.
I'm not looking through it. I just want to see. It could be like spooked and run away or something. You know. Nope. Because I don't know what the stat of a deer is, but it rolled an 8.
Yeah, I don't think deers are very wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Yeah. What am I talking about? They run into fucking cars.
Yeah.
17.
They probably have like
17, and then HK.
Also 17.
So HK and PD, you guys see, not quite in the center of this room, but a little bit further back.
I'll try. I summon it, and it's gonna count as a fiend
Mhm.
for spell purposes.
Okay. You see
It's a-
laying
Is it
on the
fair?
ground
It's a
in
fiend.
front of you, a mountain lion.
Oh.
Okay.
Just that's the only thing we see in here.
I sit down and I look at it, HK. Because we're the only ones that see it, right?
Mhm.
I look at him. I look back at the online. I look back at him.
Look back at
Inquiring
me.
to see what we should do.
Say, all right, gentlemen. I say this quietly.
I don't see it.
I don't-
Would still probably be quiet. That's understandable.
Oh.
No, you say I don't see it. Do I not see it?
No,
Oh, okay.
No, you don't.
they haven't
It's only me and
with
him.
you guys yet.
Yeah.
Alert. Ahead is a large feline meat bag.
I say, whoa, all right, guys. We don't need to rough it up. What was the mission again?
To clear it out and kill it.
All right, I can put it to sleep, and we'll just move it. Cool with that?
This is its den.
We can make it. You can find another den.
That's not how things act towards what they consider their home.
Come on, man. We don't have to kill it.
That's what the mission was.
As they're all talking, I'm actually walking
We must protect
towards
the people of
mountain
the city.
line, and I just sit down right in front of it.
Yeah, I'm 100%.
See if I can wake it up.
With that later.
What's his name?
See if you can wake it up.
Yeah,
As a panther?
yeah, the
As a
Pantheons
Panther,
do. Yeah, the Pantheons do.
As a panther.
I'll say I'm now just 10 feet away from
Who's that?
That's Bailey.
Salazar.
That's my.
Yeah, I'll be turned around fully
Oh, yeah,
and
that's-
locked in a conversation with Elliot.
We must protect the people of the city.
We can do that without killing this animal.
We mentioned
This gift of God.
Look at the cat.
The whole reason we came here was to get rid of it.
You're gonna kill this? Look how cute that is.
That is ball of fur and murder.
But it's so docile. It's just sleeping.
The
And then as
mountain
it
lion
wakes,
does
it
not
will
wake
kill.
up at your approach.
No.
Is his
that's-
detect magic still active?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Would he
1
detect
hour.
anything?
Just a regular
Did he
mountain
detect
lion.
anything from that bear?
I'm sure we would have.
He detected that there was an aura around the chest in that room,
Okay.
Yeah.
but it wasn't any school of magic that he recognized.
But not the
I
bear.
remember that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind that. I was gonna be like, oh, it's a magical.
Since I'm super sympathetic, I'm super sympathetic with animals.
Nice.
I'm still wary about doing anything to this panther. So I'm still trying to wake it up, and I'm trying to warn it to get out of here.
Okay, so how are you going about
Should
waking
we
it
get
up?
out?
Still the same, like rubbing up against it, like
Okay.
I look at
maybe
HK as he rubs. I look at HK as he rubs it out. Should we get out?
That's an incredible yowl.
yeah, I can make some noises.
Advantage on your next cap check.
Advantage on your next cap check. Advantage on power napping.
Speculation. Are we simply going to ask this beast to leave its cave and expect it to not come back?
Yes, because he has speak with animals. Or, sorry, I have to word this right. Because he can speak with animals.
Listen. Hey, Star took my last animal pelt. I need a new one.
Go buy one. I'll buy you one.
I
Don't
want it
kill this lovely animal.
fresh that I made and earned.
Just get the bear pelt back from her, man. You got her a new trader. You got her an outfit. You'll take the pelt.
But she wants to stay warm and secure.
That's what the outfit's for, man. You did a good job with the outfit. I loved it. It's warm. That's what clothes are for. You're warm right now, right? Yeah, just take the bear pelt back. You don't need to kill
Have
this.
I made any progress on waking up this animal?
Yeah, as you guys are
Yeah,
having
no,
this
it's straight
conversation-
combo, yeah.
As you guys are having this conversation,
You've never
BB is
convinced
rubbing
me.
up against the mountain lion, who kind of
Can we roll persuasion?
big stretch.
I stretch
I
with it.
rolled it in my head. I was like,
Looks over at you and
you
kinda-
convinced me. That it was Ethan.
Jolt back just a little bit, like
He does that.
Yeah.
the
Curl.
cat
Yeah.
sees a cucumber,
Yeah.
like a
And I think it's snake.
and then
Not the full like jump
yeah, it
away.
hasn't quite jumped away, but it has kind of like
Yeah.
you have started a little
They have
bit.
scrunched.
You have the
It
three
kinda-
cats, two of them laying down. One of them, like the boyfriend comes up and the girl
Oh,
runs
yeah,
away. The
yeah,
cat's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get the mountain lion kind of after it realizes what is next to it, kind of
Yeah.
questioningly sniffs at you.
I'd like to step.
I tried to.
Oh,
So, what did the mission say specifically to do?
Clear out the den.
Clear out the cave.
That's cave.
so I have a longbow.
I wanna see if
Everybody who 1 second. Everybody who is not PD, make a stealth check.
I have disadvantage on the.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We just said not to do a stealth. Like we do like a no stealth.
oh my god,
Run this time.
I saw that too. No.
Despite these numbers, 22.
Also 11.
11, and 22.
I rolled a 10.
So, you gather that the mountain lion wouldn't have noticed you, Elazar, if you weren't standing right next to and talking to people that did notice. And so it does see all three of you, and it kind of
But I know.
yeah, you know that you
You're like, I know that I didn't.
but you have been caught.
Yeah.
You've been
You're
had,
left out.
How does the mountain lion react?
and it kind of like puffs itself up, try to make itself look big and intimidating.
I react to it and I try to make myself less intimidating.
I stand all wide
and I
with my
try
shield and my sword, and I'm like, roar!
and
I roar at the mountain lion.
I'm talking to the mountain lion like we're not trying to hurt you. If you want to talk to me,
Be the mountain lion.
Mountain
I want to
lions
roll play
make
animal.
terrifying
I still have
noises.
disadvantage. I mean, not disadvantage.
Deficiency
On persuasion. So let's see how the fuck this goes.
Like,
Okay,
they make
I would
noises
say-
that sound like human screams.
Make the persuasion with advantage this time.
So it'd be normal.
well,
No,
no.
you still
No,
have
it's-
advantage. You just still subtract the.
Yeah, you
Efficiency
subtract
from-
3.
You said persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Best was
So-
12 on the dice.
No, my best was a 4. 4 and a 9 minus whatever.
So you try to placate this mountain lion, but the mountain lion is none too pleased by these other invaders into its home who are threatening it.
Fuck.
And so it definitely
It puffed up.
I'm a terrible guardian of the forest.
You said it's all
that squared up doesn't mean you gotta square up back.
Yeah, Elliot.
I never back down from a fight.
He wouldn't know. I mean, I guess I don't know if you would know about.
Can I?
So it's making itself big and threatening. What are you guys doing?
I'm ready to
How much
hunt.
HP do you have?
29.
How much HP do you have?
29.
35.
How much HP? I wouldn't know how much though.
Would not.
I cast sleep
Oh,
Okay.
on everyone except for myself.
well. It doesn't matter for either of us.
Yeah, we don't.
We can't be put to sleep.
Yeah.
Nah,
But magic bullshit like another guy.
that was
No,
like
that guy.
probably damn near
Yours
God,
is an
man.
actual
We're
spell.
Warforged, so we don't have any organs.
That's a pretty top tier spell for our group, I'd say.
Okay, then never
Less
mind. I
risk.
don't do that.
Oh.
Immediately remembering that
Oh,
it can't be put
I
to
see.
That's
sleep.
who
You put
I
the mountain lion to sleep.
I
No,
couldn't
because
have
I
said
didn't do it.
anything.
Elliot would just kill it.
No, if it's asleep, I wouldn't
No,
kill it
you
because it's not putting
I
on
can
I
carry
don't
it
do-
out.
I don't kill something defenseless.
What are you guys doing?
I just stay where I am and keep my gun held as I had it.
I
Just.
I don't attack an animal unless it attacks, and even then, I still try to calm it down.
Yeah, I go here, just one square up, and I get off my deer, and I like go on one knee and I pet it, and I look at the mountain lion and know that I'm friendly with animals.
The mountain lion does not appear impressed.
I pantomime beheading the smoke deer. To know.
You attack my smoke deer?
It's made of smoke, it just like passes through.
It takes damage.
He wasn't even pantomiming it. He said he wasn't.
Oh,
doing
okay,
it.
true.
Yeah, to where I'm like, I'm going near it, but I'm not through it. Yeah.
That's fuck.
Yeah, like,
It's my deer, man. What are you doing?
As these couple of moments
for
tick
dramatic
by
effect.
to give you guys a time to attempt something, roll initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Attempted something?
Yeah, nothing successful.
No, it wasn't about successful. We attempted something.
God.
pretty good, pretty good.
Alright.
I'm never saving an animal when it matters because I always roll low on these animal encounters.
Animals
20.
don't matter. They're food and comfort.
I don't hear this.
They are meat
6.
bags.
Dirty 20. My good sir, ma'am, sir.
18.
Get good.
I roll a 1 again.
God,
I
damn.
swear to God.
That's the
Good luck
word.
that one still matters.
God, I have I have 2 d20s left, but this one rolled a natural one.
Your initiative is +4.
Yep. High dex.
That's
baby.
plus 3.
Mine is +1.
God damn, what's your highest stat?
My constitution, which is 19.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dex is only 13.
Yeah, my AC is 18,
30, 20,
which is the same as Sean.
Who was it that had the 18? Bailey?
Yep.
My wisdom is 17, so
Nice.
I am smart, but I just can't communicate
Yeah.
very well. That's why my intelligence is 13.
All right. So at the top of the order, we have the mountain lion, who is going to, after trying to scare you guys off and being unsuccessful, is going to charge for the one that was threatening it, and is going to slash at.
Ooh, wait,
I wasn't
so
threatening
it's
it.
passing
so-
through
It is.
PD
Yeah.
and Elazar. Would either of you two want an
I don't
attack
take
of
it.
opportunity?
Nope.
Should I?
That
Can,
is
can I? Can I?
your call.
Yes.
Do
Actually,
you want to attack it?
Wait, and it's
Because I want to protect you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's attacking you guys.
and it's also passing through HK because I'm behind.
No,
No, he's not.
It's entering, not passing.
Oh,
through.
okay.
It has to leave my
So-
range.
Okay.
as it's
Actually, it's not even leaving my range either.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
if he's passing through me, I would like to use pounds. Yeah.
I can't.
I'm good at
I'm
I'm
pounds,
assuming
so
that
I'm-
is a roll to hit.
Yeah, and I hit with my my bite and my claw.
Oh, got that double
It
dip.
says if the panther moves at least 20 feet straight forward, a creature it hits with a claw attack at the same turn
Yeah.
that must
You didn't
succeed a
move.
DC 12.
Yeah, but unfortunately you're not moving, so you would just be able to make like a normal like claw or bite at it.
Then I would like to make regular bite attack then.
Roll to hit.
That is a fat 5.
Okay. Fat 5 does not hit,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh no, it's not letting his spark skin.
Gotta talk
And
to Fred.
as it
Oh yeah.
deftly avoids your teeth, it is going to pounce on
Yeah,
Elliot.
yeah.
First, biting at you with assuming a 15 does not hit you.
Does not.
So its
I
bite misses.
strafe to the right and go. "Rawr!" and
Alright,
kind
it
of
is now going to slash at you with its claws.
okay. Have my shield with the ready.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
wonderful.
is the AC that I got.
Awesome.
Heat.
You are going to take 7 slashing damage
Good thoughts.
as it pounces towards you.
In reaction, I cast Hellish Rebuke.
You
Ooh.
do.
Ooh.
Let me make sure I'm doing this right. So that's it right.
I appreciate doing things right.
Someone has to.
What?
I point my finger at the mountain lion. Immediately after being slashed, it must make a crap. What's my like DC on this?
You would say. We established just that last time. That one time.
What?
The first time he asked how he would work it. I thought it was charisma.
Yeah. So it's
Charisma plus 8 plus charisma plus proficiency is what DCs normally come from.
okay. So he has to pass an 11 dexterity.
He does pass 11, so he takes half damage then?
Yeah. But that is still 3d10.
Not bad, not bad.
4 fire damage.
I'm hoping that's after you have it.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Alright. So you kind of singe across the of this mountain lion, and it yells at you.
Okay.
Just like that.
Nice.
And after the mountain lion, we have PD.
Well, since I epically failed with my bite attack, I would like to how far is he from me?
30.
30? Okay. Move 30 feet. And use my pounce attack on him.
So Ilazar is right here, taking up this spot. So you could get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and you'll be in range.
Okay. 25. That's perfect.
On.
And I would like to use my pounce on the mountain lion for my first one, my bite. 17.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll diagonal.
There's a 1d6 plus 2. That is a fat 7.
Okay. So you bite down into the between like the connection between the neck and the shoulder blades of this mountain lion and get a good chunk and just kind of tear into it.
Now I use my claw.
Alright, roll to hit.
Wow. So
Oh no, that's definitely an 18.
okay. 18,
Not gacked.
22.
That definitely hits.
And that is 1d4 plus 2. That's a 4.
4 damage.
4
Alright.
slashing. Yes,
You
sir.
kind of slash across the chest of the beast and just kind of barely miss out on going for like the jugular. But it's like you got close, and so it's bleeding pretty profusely.
And I kind of still want to talk to it, and I say, it can end right here.
Make another persuasion check for me. This time at disadvantage.
That's a nat 20.
You have to roll again because disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
I know. That's a
That's still not bad.
15.
15.
But plus
Persuasion
minus
3.
3.
12.
12.
It's not the
Oh,
listen
no.
here, please.
I'm trying so hard.
And up. Alright, anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm still grabbing onto him. Well, I guess I let go because I already bit it.
Alright, Elliot, you are up.
I would like to straighten around to the other side to where I'm like between Ilazar and the mountain
You
lion.
wouldn't be able to because Ilazar is taking up that space. There's not a space in between.
Well, you could go, but still any movement there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Maybe that's what I'm saying. He doesn't want to pass through. He wants to end up there.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
does.
It's a tight space.
Yeah.
I'm saying unless you want to pass through and go past Ilazar, you can't fit next to on the other side.
That
You're
ain't
already
gonna work, Bailey.
next to it.
I know. I wanted to do a thing with my shield on it. Well, then I kind of get right up on the mountain lion, and I
Dash him.
no, I don't bash it yet, but like I show the eye and like wave the shield around and move it back and forth, and I yell, "Leave!" and then like point but around and behind me, "Leave!"
Go.
It cannot die, or it can die.
So you can't speak with animals.
No, but
No, but it's like I go to a dog.
Intimidation,
And I'm like, get the fuck
right.
out of here. Bad, you know, like.
I feel like
I was saying that more because I'm thinking about the DC.
No.
like it would know what I'm trying to say, but not immediately.
Well, it's also in a panic because it's
Yeah.
being attacked and bleeding. So,
It started.
and technically, that's also not Elliot's fault because he's not the one who dealt damage.
I don't care. I just blame Bailey. Because he wouldn't see
Go to
it
make
as still. He
a
didn't have to fight it.
intimidation check with disadvantage.
Just do that, 20s. Oh,
Oh, that's a 3.
It does not seem to impress.
Very well. You have forced my hand.
he has it.
Remind me, attempting to make a check is an action, right?
You told him
I was
to
talking to
I'm
it.
pretty sure. But you attempted an intimidation check.
It should be that left one. Maybe it's an action.
It is in bunkers and
I-
badasses.
Mitchell, take a mayhem.
Oh, I will.
He's been collecting mayhem this whole time.
This whole time.
We didn't even know.
How did he pass an 18 DC?
2 months from now, I will now spend 20 mayhem.
Yeah, to kill Elliot and Alton.
It doesn't say, but it does specify if, like, a search, that would be an action, but
Oh, is it dead?
No.
Oh my god, no.
He was trying to intimidate it.
no, I think you're good.
You have forced my hand, and then I'd slash across it. Would it be facing me?
Yes, it is facing you because it attacked you last.
Okay. Then I would like to slash along its like front left leg. Try to injure and hinder its movement.
Okay. So to specify here, are you trying to non-lethally attack? You specified you wanted to injure.
No, fuck it. It attacked me first. It could have stayed in its corner.
You're trying to injure it, but if it dies, it dies.
That's right.
Roll to hit.
Oh, that's pretty nice. That's a 23.
I dare say that hits.
I dare say, actually. I dare say.
Not bad. A 9 slashing damage.
Gotcha. All right, Elliot, how would you like to slaughter the beast?
Oh, wow.
Fuck yeah! I'd like to cut its paw off at the wrist.
Okay, you do so.
And then upon doing that, say, you did this to yourself. And then stab up through the head. And like up the mouth.
You do. The blade enters in through the lower jaw and heads out through the back of its skull. Perfect. And it slumps to the ground.
In my panic form, I just go
And then I would like to
on the floor.
collect the paw and take out, like, I'd like to make it to where I could like use it as like a fur glove with the claws still in there.
Okay. I'd say that isn't the sort of thing you'd be able to do in this instant,
But yeah,
but you have the paw.
yeah. And then I would like to skin and have the pelt.
Gotcha. Gotta make a survival check for me.
That's a 20.
It's 20. Okay, yeah. Very cleanly and efficiently. Several quick cuts later, you now have a mountain lion pelt.
Perfect.
As he's doing this, I'd like to step past.
Immediately I put the head and like face to where like the face is like right here. The arm with still paw. I like wear it on my arm and then I'm just mountain pelt.
Heard.
I'll step past PD, and I just want to look around the rest of the room, see if there's anything we missed.
Sure. Perception check.
Correct.
Good choice.
Yeah. It is a 13.
My goddess has blessed me today.
Statement. Unfortunately, that was all there is to kill.
Unfortunate. But we have both hunted and harvested this beast adequately. Let us be off and claim our reward.
Can I make a perception check on the room, see if there's anything else?
I just did that.
But
You can try as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I might have
I
missed
have
it.
advantage on it.
Yeah.
If you would do the proficiency, I mean. That is a fucking
The motherfucker.
14.
14. This does appear to be an empty cave.
Okay, cool. Let's go. I stand back up, very sad about the whole thing that happened. Just follow the rest of the crowd.
I walk out disappointed that I didn't get to shoot.
With
gotta
all
be
that
quicker
ammo
than
you
that.
have.
Yep. I gotta put it to use at some point.
Mm.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So you
I
guys
kneel
have,
down in front of the beast and I do a prayer.
The now skinned beast.
no skin
Mhm.
piece.
Oh, I'd like to harvest any meat. That way I could stew it.
Stew.
I'd say we could include that in your prior survival
Plus
roll.
2.
So
Plus 2 cooler meat.
I like to think he's doing it while he's praying. That's still fucked up.
Yes,
it's fucked up.
delicious.
I mean, I'm sure Elliot would also be praying since his goddess is the goddess of the hunt
And the
and
harvest.
the harvest. But you do harvest the meat from the carcass. So we heading back to town.
Yeah, let's I turn to my companions and I'm like, let's head back to the Broken Wand. That way we can get our. Oh no, it said on the letter we take this to the mayor. So
the herbs quest
Yeah.
was the mayor,
oh,
and the
I put them together.
clear quest was for somebody by the name of Cook at the Broken Wand.
Well, let's go to the mayor first. That way we have a little bit more time in between Broken Wand visits. We don't want to seem like we don't have a life.
Oh, remind me, did you take the meat from it?
Yes,
Yes,
but I still have the claw, so that would be good proof. The paw.
Okay. I'm just thinking the cook will probably want the meat.
Steak.
Yeah, statement. I'm sure the cook back at the Broken Wand would like the remains of this meat bag.
Query: the chef or the man we are meeting?
Clarification. Those seem to be the same based on the wording of the quest.
You got me there.
Supplimation. Do not copy my ways of speaking.
My apologies. Conversation with you just drags me into it sometimes.
Statement. I'm known to have that kind of effect. All right, we go ahead and return to the
Headed to
Broken
the
Wand.
mayor.
Gotcha. So you guys head back to Atwood,
To Miss Mayor.
and the mayor opens the door.
You're like, hey, new delivery. Because he gave her stuff the first time, and now there's more stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you again. How may I help you?
Well, our friend here has some things you might like.
Everything all right, Elizar?
I walk away.
I show the mayor the posting and say, he gave you the herbs that
Oh, of
was
course.
called for?
Thank you. I'm just needing to restock my kitchen.
Of course.
Well, the promised reward, 10 gold.
Thank you. Trying to think of a way to split that between 4 people.
How much gold?
Let's do 4 since he got all the herbs, and then 2, 2, 2. Sound
I
good,
already
guys?
used-
You don't want any? So 4 and then 3, 3.
I get my gold there.
Oh,
5-5.
5, yeah, 5, 5.
Right.
I'm back to 10. Woohoo!
You're rich.
I broke even for the day.
All right.
I
So,
rewrote 5. Jesus.
oh, Sean. Probably numbers just aren't your thing right now.
They're not.
At least not the big ones.
Now let's go check on our people
10.
and turn in this bounty.
Gotcha. So you guys head back to the Broken Wand. As you guys enter in, by this point, it's heading towards evening.
Yeah, probably 4 or 5.
Yeah. And so the bar is a little bit more crowded at this point. And as you enter in, you see Trent, Alton, and Star still at the same table they were at before.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a war was fought here. You can see.
Still in panther form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Because I
Yeah, how
didn't
long is
shapeshift
that?
back, so I'm still in
How long
Pantheon.
does it last again?
An hour?
I think I can't remember if it's.
Isn't it? Is an hour past?
I would say by this point, yes, about an hour has passed. At least an hour has passed.
Yeah, between the like about to enter the cave and then doing all that and leaving and Mayor and here.
But yeah, it looks like a war was fought here. There are, and kind of surprised that you can see this, but there is what appears to be like pie fillings splattered everywhere,
Oh.
and like,
Invisible pie splitter.
right. But that's why you're kind of like, I don't know why I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
And you see Star laying on top of the table, passed out, like snoring on the table, covered in pie.
Where's the bear?
Oh, it's wrapped around her.
Okay, still okay.
So it's also.
I
Covered in
I go to her and I with my two hands I just pick her up and make sure that she's okay, and I try to take her to her.
As he picks her up, I walk over and I say to Trent and Alton, disappointed statement. How barbaric. We leave you with her for just a few hours and you go and kill her? Even I'm not that cruel.
Trent appears offended that you would accuse him of this. Alton has like stacks of mugs in front of him, and so he's also in Dreamland with.
He's
With Star.
snackered.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. But after I take her to her room, do I just lay her down? Is she all right?
Yeah, she's just eating a lot.
Yeah.
And she's in a food.
Food combo part 2.
After I lay her down, do they see me take her up there?
Yeah, you guys would see her. See
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
Did you tuck her in bed all nice?
I just left her there. I close the door and I sit down in front of her door. See if anybody comes up or anything. Just waiting.
Would you, hypothetically speaking, even know what a bed is?
Yeah, would you have put her on the bed?
Ah, this is where humans go. Opens up a drawer and just stuffs her in there.
Yeah. Make it just a straight wisdom roll for me.
I mean,
Add wisdom. Not bad.
14.
14. Okay. You gather that the bed is in a fairly prominent spot in the
I didn't
room.
tuck
It
her in
looks
or anything. I just like laid her
Yeah,
down.
it looks soft, and you know meat bags enjoy soft.
Yeah.
And so
I
you set
pressed
her
on the
down.
bed.
Yeah, you're like, that seems nice. And you put her down on the bed. Okay.
And I closed the door. Not like softly, just like however a 6'7" man would close it.
Okay.
And I sit down and I wait to see if anybody comes up. You know, just making sure she's all right.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm looking for this cook man.
Cook.
Yeah, cook.
So I'm assuming you would go up to the bar to ask.
I do, yes. I go, barkeep. Who might this cook be who sent me to clear out a cave? Me and my friends here.
Oh, the cook?
Oh, the cook?
And we have another.
Well, good thing for him. I even brought this, and I show him the lion meat.
Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that.
Well, think of it as just proof that we cleared out the cave like he asked, and
I can go grab him for you if you want me to. He's in
do
the
that
back.
because I personally I would like a meal made of this for me and my friends here.
So a few moments go by, and a very large figure steps out of the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
He is an ogre.
Okay.
And he comes out and, or not an ogre, a cyclops.
Oh, okay.
And he comes out kind of lumbering over to you. Yes.
Oh, you sent us, or asked for a cave to be cleared?
Yes. Has it been cleared?
At first, I show him the paw, and I'm like, "What? Yes, this was the only thing that is left of what was in there." And then I show him the meat, and I go, "Would you like to have some of this to commemorate our success and maybe put it to good use?"
Oh, yes, I will. I will take it. I'll increase your reward for bringing the meat as well.
Perfect.
For dinner tonight.
I'd like some of that meat dinner.
Well, we're dinner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Can I get up and walk over to Elliot?
So at this point, the Cyclops reaches down to his waist and pulls out.
Yeah.
So the original reward was 20 gold.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you guys 25. 80. Alright, so Elazar walks up to Elliot.
Cool. So I'll take 7, and each of you guys take 3 or 6.
It's gonna be like, whoa.
That doesn't add up.
Yeah, I know. So I'll take 7. Each of you guys take 6.
This is a delight to you.
Look like you're actually crying.
Was this fun?
Like in real life. I live for the hunt.
There are so many ways that we could have gone about that. We could have offered it food. I could have put it to sleep. You didn't have to kill the animal.
This way we all got more money and a meal.
Anything else? The only way?
Its death didn't go to waste. It fed and keeps me warm. I don't waste the animal's life. I put it to good
You
use.
didn't have to kill it at all.
It started it.
You didn't have to finish it. Like I said, we could have fed it. I could have put it to sleep.
I don't leave things unfinished, especially a tussle.
Yeah, they couldn't tell that.
You broke
They
it.
couldn't tell that I was trying to talk to him too, and he wouldn't listen. But they can't tell that because I was trying to talk to the fucking mountain.
I respect you, Elliot. And I respect your faith. The goddess?
Yeah,
Goddess
Yeah.
of the hunt? Yes?
Correct. End of the harvest. As you can see, I brought us back dinner.
I'm well aware of my inability to act. There were many things I could have done as well to save this mountain lion tonight. But if we were
That
to
wasn't
continue
what
on
we
this
were sent
journey
there to do.
together, I don't know what compromises I can make to continue murdering animals.
Think of it as freeing their life and giving their meat and warmth to us. They live now with the gods, as they should. Their earthly forms are put to use that it could never be before.
HK, what are you doing?
I am back at the
What
table.
is life?
I'm just back at the table with Trent and Alton, and I'm just sort of looking at my forearm, just sort of thinking about how I would fit that dagger I got into it. Not doing anything yet, just planning.
Okay.
I would like to now, before dinner and the meat has been cooked properly, I'd like to go visit the Tower of the Gods and pray to my goddess properly and thank her for this bountiful day.
Gotcha. Anybody else heading to the temple or just Elliot?
I was gonna say as soon while this food is coming out and everything, I'm not sure if you guys want to take a short rest or.
I'll take a short rest.
It is getting late, yeah.
Alright, so the three of y'all start to take a short rest while Elliot heads towards the temple.
Yes.
So Elliot, you head back to the first place you visited
Yeah.
in Atwood, the temple. Like I said earlier, it is a communal temple. There's meant to be able to worship any of the 12 gods.
Mm.
And as you enter, when last you went, it was during the day, and it's heading towards evening now.
Uh-huh.
And it is almost empty in here.
Oh.
There is one elderly orcish man
Mm.
who is sitting in one of the pews kind of near the front of the temple, adorned in priest's robes,
Oh, okay.
who's just kind of sitting with a large cane in one of the pews with his chin resting on his clasped hands over the cane, staring at the altar that's just ahead.
What god is the altar head dedicated to?
It's not a specific one. It's just there's one altar for people to pray to.
Okay, for general prayer for all of them. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I thought it was
Different.
in my head it was like how it is in like Skyrim or whatever, where
Yeah.
it's like all of them in a circle.
So you would recall that faith and prayer is on the decline since the gods lost in the last war.
Oh.
And so a lot of people aren't praying the way they used to because their faith has been shaken. So a lot of the temples to specific gods have fallen into disuse. So that's why many of the smaller towns or smaller cities have just the one communal temple because they aren't able to support more than one right now.
Good. Well, I go and I sit next to the orcish priest, and before I start my prayer, I go, "Good man of faith, have the gods spoken to you about anything regarding the vast movement of the animals that we had a few days ago?"
Oh, my child. I'm sure, being here as you are, you know just as well as I that the gods speak to us. Not as they once did.
Yes, of course. My grandfather told me the blessings of Bruna as they once were, and they do not seem to be as clear and potent. But I still feel her power and influence in my life.
That warms my heart, son, that you feel that way. There are many who no longer do. It is a vicious, vicious cycle we are stuck in. But the less we believe, the less there is to believe.
Well,
I'm sure your prayers are heard, and I do hope that they are answered in whatever way Bruna can.
well, thank you, kind sir. Now tell me, have you ever heard of a temple in the forest to the
East.
east? That's actually the direction I was thinking of.
Good, I'm glad. No, I cannot say that I have.
There was a man, we would call him a priest like yourself. He guards the temple as none come to pray at his place. His name is Qatar.
I can't say that I've heard of him.
Well, good man of the cloth, if you have time in your busy schedule of maintaining the faith with the gods, mayhaps you spare an hour and go visit this fellow man of faith and see what gods he worships.
That I might. That I might.
And then I walk up and go sit at like one of the front pews, pray and thank Bruna for the wonderful gospel day,
As
for her
you
guidance and blessings of my strikes.
go through your prayer, go to make a perception check for me with disadvantage.
Okay.
As you are in the midst of prayer.
Oh my god, that's with disadvantage, Mitchell. That is wonderful. 25.
25. Wow. So even though you are deep in prayer at this moment, you still, being used to being out in the wilderness, and even during your prayers and offerings, you need to be aware of what's going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
You hear, as your eyes are closed in prayer, the rustle of cloth, followed by a dull thud to your left.
Wow.
And as you look over in that direction, you see three cloaked figures, fully cloaked and garbed in black. You can't make out any skin, any distinguishing features. One of them has a dagger that you can see as he's raised back, that he had just struck the priest with the pommel of the blade across the back of the head.
Okay.
And as you see this happening, you hear a rustle come from right behind you. You are able to notice right as another black-robed figure comes up behind you and tries to grab up behind you, tries to get you in a chokehold. So because you noticed him, we're going to do opposing strength checks.
Ooh, baby.
Okay.
Pulling a
Nice.
Okay.
Bell from Critical Role Season 3.
Got a
Yeah.
15.
You got a 16.
Fuck!
Oh, man.
So he kind of gets up behind you and right around the neck gets his arm around you
Okay.
and slowly begins trying to choke you out.
Okay.
How do you respond? As he has the whole.
I would like to jujitsu throw him.
Okay. I'll allow us. We'll do one more opposing strength check, and then after that, I'll need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, baby.
Sounds fair.
Well, that's a little...
I'll say mine first this time.
That's a little
17.
cocked, I would say.
I rolled the same dice, though it's fair. Yeah, I like rolled up and then
I can confirm what
Yeah,
cocked
I
it
was
is.
looking right at
17.
Wow.
22.
22. Okay.
Wait,
I
you said
really
also
think that-
22?
No, I was confirming you said 22.
Oh.
He got a 17. He could not physically roll a 22.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
And he, as you kind of slam him across, you aren't able to like fully like flip him over yourself, but you are able to break away from his hold.
Okay.
And as one of the other figures across from you sees its companion fail to incapacitate you, you see him go down to his waist, and in one quick move, he throws something at you.
Okay.
Fuck.
Just 21 hit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Uh-oh.
So you are going to take 2 piercing damage as a needle pierces into your shoulder. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those.
it.
Ooh,
That's a good number.
That's a 22.
22. Okay. So you feel like
And he rolls better solo.
Yeah. Maybe that's been the problem this whole time. He's always with the party.
right. So you feel this like pulse, a medicinal pulse go through your chest, but you kind of like shake it off, and
Okay.
you can feel like a bit of, you get a little bit lethargic for just a moment, and then you shake it off. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Greatly.
I have advantage on
Don't die. We have no idea what's going on.
Both of those are 15, so that's a 16 initiative.
Oh my god.
Alton, help him.
I was the only one who was the man of faith.
HK's RoboSense is tingling. All of a sudden.
It's okay. Alton was with them the whole time. He said so 5 minutes ago.
Bailey, what'd you get?
16.
16. Okay.
PJ runs in right now from wherever he is. And just,
Right.
He bursts through the door and starts playing Careless Whisper.
no, he starts playing Wham.
Wham!
Remember from Deadpool?
Yeah.
Unless that was just Careless Whisper, I don't remember. Maybe Wham was the
so
band.
up first is going to be
And then
the,
George Michael covered it.
figure who had the dagger grasped in one hand, standing over the unconscious body of the orc priest, who, seeing that the needle of it, Patriot, has failed to knock you out, is going to reach for his waist as well, and in the same movement, throw another needle at you.
All right. So it was guy who threw the needle, guy who hit the priest, guy who tried to get me.
And then one more. There was 3 around the old man,
Oh,
and then the one that tried to choke you out.
okay.
Wham is the album by George Michael.
Oh.
I always thought it was Wham the group.
Yeah. Same.
18.
Yeah, I got it.
You are going to take 5 piercing damage this time,
Okay.
and we need another Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, that's not as good. That's an 11.
It's 11. Alrighty. So as the second
Trying so hard to knock him out.
as the second needle pierces into you, you
Yeah.
can feel after this new accumulation more of this poison. It takes hold, and you can feel it pumping through you. And you can just start to feel your eyes start to droop and start to feel like your muscles contract up, like you're seizing up, or not seizing up, but stiffening up. And now that, as this happens, you can no longer maintain your footing, and you start to fall to the ground as your muscles stiffen more and more, and your eyes become heavier and heavier. The 4 figures, now seeing that you are slowly falling, are going. What you see, one of them kind of nod to the other 3, and then walks up to the altar and pulls out a vial from his waist, where you see a dark red liquid inside, and it's a very, very small amount. And he unstoppers the vial, and just pours it across the top of the altar.
Blood of a god.
And then he nods back to the other 3 figures, and you see them run for the door and open the door and disappear into the night.
Okay.
All of them leave?
Damn, I was gonna yell, "Who do you serve?" before I fell asleep.
And as this happens, you fully fall unconscious.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen to us.
Yeah,
You're right, it wouldn't happen.
Once again, this isn't sleep.
You've
He is
basically seething.
unconscious.
Okay.
Lose
So-
consciousness.
Okay.
It still would have gotten you because it's a poison. It's
Yeah,
not sleep.
I remember that for spells.
But I think you're also immune to poison, right?
I have advantage on saves against disease and being poisoned, and
So you would just
I'm
have
resistant to poison if I fail anyways.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, that is where we are going to end.
Oh,
Ooh, baby.
Damn.
Very nice.
I made story progress.
Alrighty.
no.
I hope all of you watching enjoyed tonight's episode. I know I did.
Wow.
literally
Thank you
fucking
guys.
madman.
Thank you guys once again for tuning in. Please don't forget to
You're a
like,
fucking
comment,
child.
and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed, hit that bell notification so you can see when we go live next time. And with that, I bid you all
Good night.
good evening.
I knew
You motherfuckers.